what's going on, guys? Cody here, and I'm back for the mod showcase today, guys. And today I'm showcasing the Minegicka 2 mod. So what this mod is, it's a rebirth of the 1.2.5 version of the mod, and it brings in so many new things, and it's actually based off a game called Minegicka. So Minegicka, it has all these spells, these monsters. Although mod doesn't bring in any monsters, but all these spells that you can combine, 10 different elements, staffs. It's really crazy, and it's so much better than the original version of the mod. But let's get started. Actually, before I get started, I do want to say my Facecam episode for Mod Showcase is coming out this Sunday. This mod just came out, so I was like, I gotta do it right now. But if you can't wait to see my Facecam, then you can check out our Twitch live stream. I've done some Cube World episodes with Facecam. But aside from that, let's get started, and I'm gonna show you all 10 elements. So I'm gonna take this mod in steps. I'm gonna show you the elements, then I'm gonna show you the basics of the mod, how to get started, all the staffs, and then I'll show you how to unlock all these spells, because you need to unlock everything. I've got everything unlocked because I am in GM. Let me get out of GM and oh, right. Oh my god. Oh god. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I have 3 things unlocked. I think it's water, life, and arcane. The other ones are grayed out for now until I actually find these altars, and I'll right click on them. I'll show you them after. But let's get started and show you all the different elements. So the first element I have here is water. So water, it will extinguish things. So like fire, it'll extinguish that. Someone's on fire, it'll extinguish it. It'll give resistance to you, and it will push a mob away. So let's try to find. There's a sheep, perfect specimen. Let's go take him on. So on your hotbar, or actually that GUI to the right, your little hotbar for your Minegicka, you have 5 slots. So each element you can put on there. Say I want to mix them up. Let's get them off. Yeah. If I want to mix them up, I can. I'll be going to that in detail at the end of the video, towards the end. But let's get started with like the regular ones. So the more I add on this for like one element, the stronger that element attack would be. So I got 5. The total amount. This thing will go further. Oh, it's not going that fast. But I gave this thing resistance, so it doesn't do any damage. This one is mainly like a support skill. Push them away. You know, say someone's coming at your friend. Boom, you push them away. 360. And if you want to heal them, you can actually use the life skill. Now this is actually categorized as a spray spell. There's actually 3 more spray spells that I have to go over. The next one is, I think it's called cold. So cold, it'll extinguish fires, it'll slow people, it'll make snow, and it will damage. So right click with this, doing 2 hearts of damage, and I only had 2 on there. Actually, oops, wrong one. You can see he's slowed. He's got a little particle effect. But let's see how many. Oh, it only dealt 1 damage because he only had 1 heart left. Now let's take a look at the fire skill. So let's get some of those on there. And fire, it will burn, obviously. It will set blocks on fire, and it will deal damage. So we are dealing. Oh, we didn't even hit him. Now the hitbox thing is a bit glitchy on this mod. I hope he works with that. I think we set him on fire. Yeah, we did. Oh, sheep's on fire. Now you guys know I don't like sheep, and that's why they gotta die. It's always good to have sheep just roaming around everywhere to kill. The next thing we have is steam. So to get steam, you actually have to do something cool. You need to select cold, and then you need to select water. Or actually, shit, that gave me ice. Sorry, guys. There's actually 2 elements that you have to unlock by adding 2 elements on the hotbar, and then it will combine and make that one. You need water, and you need fire to make the steam. Should have done that. I didn't really pay attention in chemistry. But anyways, let's get some more steam. Can I do that? Yep, you can. You just got to keep selecting them. So steam, it'll extinguish fires. A lot of them just counter fire pretty much, and it'll deal damage. Do that, and this is the last of the spray abilities. Now there's something really cool where it can make a skill in area of effect. So every skill has 2 versions of it. Actually, every spell, sorry. And if you press R, that will activate the area of effect for the next spell you cast. So press Y, and you notice everything sprays out instead of being a direct attack to something. So, well, did you see that glitch? The clouds are moving or something. Oh god, Minecraft, stop glitching. So if you want to take that off, you press F. R is to activate it. I don't know if I said that. Back on, and let's test out fire. So we'll have like fire everywhere, pretty much when we do this. See, it sets the ground on fire all around you, and that is so cool. Let's try that out of like first person. So do that. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that was the wrong thing. Press R. Bam! Spreads everywhere. That is like the ultimate griefing tool. That is awesome, guys. Now, I do want to say, before I get into the next stuff, that we are considering making a medieval mod pack. I will have to talk to the modder about this if he's okay with it. But we are kind of considering this for the medieval mod pack because it kind of goes with it. You got elements, and it's kind of cool how you get the elements. You got to unlock them, and I think it'll fit right in for the magic portion of the medieval mod pack. So let's try to get like 3,000 likes, and I'll actually add this to the mod pack if the modder says okay. But let's move on, guys, and we got lightning. So this is a different class. Lightning is actually its own class. It's only got one spell there, though. Okay, so let's take a look at lightning, and I got a few mobs here. Got some spiders. I'm sorry there. Oh, I kind of pissed him off. Well, anyways, you need your staff to actually cast spells. I do want to say that if you guys are confused, if you ever don't have a staff. And this GUI won't pop up if you don't have your magic book. So if I get rid of this, it's gone. So you want to make sure you craft that. Show you after how to make that. I just want to clear that stuff up if you were confused. Well, anyways, we got the lightning spell. So, or actually element. So we got all that maxed out. And lightning, it does chain damage. It does more damage on wet enemies. So, or entities, sorry. So say that spider's in the water, I'll deal some extra damage on him. So let's actually just wreck his face. So we get that awesome particle effect. Yeah, I see how hard it is to hit things. I guess that's to make the mod not overpowered. But I think it really should be, I'd just rather switch to my sword than having to deal with trying to like, because you'll see with the laser beam, the beams, the next one actually I'll show right now, the beams are very hard to hit. So we'll go over arcane. So arcane is a beam attack. Well, actually I want to show off the aerial effect for the thing right here, for the lightning. So right click, actually I don't think I said it. Is this one working? I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's starting to spray everywhere. You can't actually notice it like behind you or anything, but it's just in front of you. But let's take a look at arcane now. So it causes damage. It's pretty much all it does. But right click and see how hard it, like I'm not hitting it, but I have to like aim below. It's really weird. But that thing is like your main damage dealer with like lightning. Try to hit him. There we go. It goes through blocks apparently, which is really cool and good for hitting enemies behind walls. Get away from me. And it goes very far as well if you're good with your aim. Now the next thing we have is a healing ability. So we have life. So max that out and start healing these guys. I don't know if we can heal other mobs. Oh yeah, we can. That's awesome. Now there is an aerial effect heal, which I'll try to test. I'll get you low a little bit. Okay, press R and then max that out. And boom. So that healed them too. So if your like friends are really low, get them in a group and then just boom. Oh no, that wasn't boom. Anyways, you know what I mean. One thing about this mod is they don't have sounds, which I really wish they did. But let's move on to the next set of elements. So we have projectiles. Let's get rock or whatever. I think it's called earth. I think. Yep, so it's called earth. It deals damage and it causes a nova effect if you add other elements, which I'm going to be going over at the end. But right click and you start charging this thing up, and we're going to try to hit this guy in the ground, I guess. You see that particle come and you release and a rock comes flying out. 9 hearts of damage. I didn't actually add it again. Oh, you're going to see some stuff here. I added 2 elements. Boom! That is crazy. So the nova effect I just showed you, pretty much when you add another ability, it will cause an explosion when it hits the mob. I'll show you again. So charge up and then release, hits it and it blows up and it sucks back in. It's really cool. It's kind of like a bomb. I think one of the bombs in like whatever it's called. Can't think of it. It's like Volt. Sorry. But yeah, guys, let's move on to the next one, and that is ice. So ice, I showed you earlier. You need cold and water. And then you get this bad boy. So right click, start charging it up. All these ones that are projectiles actually take charging. Right click and release, and it shoots these ice shards everywhere, which are pretty cool. But I do want to show you that you can actually have an aerial effect. So oh, what happened there? Oh god, no, I'm hitting everything here. So R, make sure we're doing it. And then, oh, you can't really see it, I guess. But it does shoot out like that. A little bit. That's cool. But let's move on to the next one. Actually, the final one, that's shield. So shield is very cool. If you are in a fight and you're starting to take a lot of damage as a mage, your melees are up there, and say you want to go protect them and yourself, you run up there, right click, and you got yourself a shield. Now if you want the shield to go completely around you, press R, and you can get that area effect, because I'm completely encased in it. I can't get out unless I fly up or build up. Now one thing with these shields, that if you look away for a while or something, they will go away, but then if you go over there, they'll still be there. You have to relog to see them. They do take a while to disappear. I hope it's controllable from the user and like a time set for when they disappear, because right now I just want them to go away. But see, it's gone. But we'll go over here, and yeah, see, I can't go past that. It's like glitchy. But guys, that's pretty much it for the elements in 2 seconds, and I'll show you how to get started with the mod. Okay, so let's get started and show you all the crafting recipes and all these different items. So right here we have magic dust. So magic dust, what this is used for is recharging your mana. So if you notice, I'll get the book out here. That little bar under the hot bar for all the elements, you see a green bar, which is your mana bar. That thing depletes very fast, and you're going to need these things to actually get your mana back up. So you have one of these. After you use a spell, you just right click and you'll heal up your mana. Now if you want to get a stronger tier of them, you can just actually combine them in a 9 formation, and you get advanced magic dust. Now to actually get these, you have to kill mobs. You get to kill thousands of zombies. Just punch them in the face. Actually, I don't have a weapon, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, just kill zombies, and you'll get some of those, and then eventually you can make these. And then there's a epic magic dust. That's nice, epic. Just I don't know if it's called that in the game, but that's cool. And it heals, recovers 10,000 mana. The value, I don't know what that means. Actually, I do, because these generators over here will produce these. Now, if you have those over there, it will actually, whatever has higher value will actually affect this, the speed of this, and it'll affect how much it produces from those. Now, the next thing we have is the book. So you're going to need this. This is like the core item in the entire mod. You need 2 ender pearls, you need 2 feathers, magic dust, and 3 paper, and you got your magic book. So let's take a look at this. Right click, and we open it. We got an intro. We have like a whole storyline here. It's very good. Like the mod is so well done. There's a storyline, everything. It's really awesome. I'm glad I'm reviewing the mod, because 1.2.5 version, I wanted to review it, but it was just outdated and stuff. But yeah, right here it tells you how to get started. So you have to find the altars, you'll find these scrolls. I'll be going over that just after I go over the recipes. Magic dust, the blocks, the dust generators, which I'll go over in a minute. It'll be producing all those dusts. Staffs, we get spells, tells you all about the spells. It's really cool. And we have this thing right here for options. We can move our HUD around just everywhere. We can change the quality, so if you're lagging a bit, change those down. Spell keys on and off, just that stuff. But let's move on, guys, and let's show you all the dust generators. So we have different tiers of them. They just take different tiers of magic dust, and they'll be stronger. So we have all 3 right here. Let me get some magic dust. So put some of these in a chest, or like around them, I guess. Let's put a few in there. And you'll notice things start changing with this beam. You place them down, and there's a beam straight up. These already have some in there. Take them out, and you notice that goes down. Put them in there. It'll go back up, and it'll start generating all these magic dust. And that's pretty much it for those guys. They'll just generate dust, and they're used to make mana. Now let's move on to the staffs. So we have a bunch of different staffs here, guys. The first one you're going to need, actually, there's 4 core staffs that you're going to need. The basic staff, which is just sticks, magic dust. The basic staff is used to make the advanced staff. The advanced staff is used to make the epic staff to make the elemental staff. And then the elemental staff can be used to actually craft all these different unique staffs. Fire staff, the ones that are the elements. So this can actually be used right now to start casting some spells, but it varies in power. So you have the epic staff, which deals 3.0 power. This one is 2. I don't know what MCR stands for. I'm sorry if I'm missing out on something. Might be like mana, how much mana it takes to cast. But that is it for those guys. I'm not going to show those in detail, because I want to show these guys all these staffs, because they all have unique abilities. They each have like a passive, and they have like an ability to them. Okay, so the next thing we have is the staffs, all the elemental staffs, and they are crazy awesome. Right here we have the fire staff. It gives me fire resistance, and it will actually give me fire immunity, and it will shoot a fireball. So to activate different things, you see how it says A? If I want to shoot the fireball, I have to press A, which I think it conflicts with walking with Minecraft. I think he's probably going to work on that because it's a bit weird. I just A and I move over. But right click. Oh, right click and it shoots a fireball. Now, if you do have a spell equipped, it will actually cancel that out. These are used to use the element spells, and it's used to use its passive spells as well. So you can use it for whatever, and it does a decent amount of damage. And the cooldown for these are 3 seconds each, I think. Oh no, they vary in cooldowns. So this one's 3 seconds, which for shooting a fireball, I think it would be higher. But anyways, let's get out of GM, and we'll have. Oh god, I can't even type. There we go. Can't type today. But anyways, let's switch our thing to fire immunity. So we press P, and we can right click, I think. Or no, we just walk in. Yep, we're good. I actually don't think we need to press P. Yeah, I don't think we do. Now, when you use your right click spell for the staff, when you right click, you notice it has a cooldown, and actually shows the cooldown. I thought it was just like background cooldown, so you have to like time it yourself pretty much, but it does show it, which is cool. The next one we have is the arcane staff. Now, the arcane staff, if you right click, it will deal damage on mobs. I have to get some out here. Get some skeletons. Here we go. Let's play some of these bad boys. Oh, coming for me. So if I right click, it will deal damage. And then also my other passive is continual AoE damage. So no matter where I am, if I'm like in the radius of those guys, it will deal damage. Oh, let's just fail typing again. Go up to this guy and right click on him, deal damage, and my AoE, if I'm not doing anything, will deal damage, which is very cool. I think I deal 11. Wow, that was pretty good crit there. Okay, well, yeah, that is it for the arcane staff. It's got 2 abilities, and then we had lightning staff. So wet shocking, I haven't been able to figure this one out. Maybe it just does more damage when you use it in water. Yeah, because it does change a little bit. It's got like that blacker tint to it. Lightning everywhere. But yeah, pretty much this thing shoots out lightning when you right click, and it deals more damage when you shoot in water. Next thing we have is the life staff. So it'll heal nearby and mobs or enemies, whatever you got near you. So let's try this. Catch on fire. Oh wow, wow! It really did just start raining. Oh my god, it always happens to me. But right click and it heals him up, and he's good to go. You can actually spam this one out. What's the cooldown? 4 seconds? Oh, because I'm in GM. Oh, I was so confused there. Oh yeah, okay. Cooldown, and then you wait a minute. Can you heal yourself? I'm not too sure. I wish there was a particle effect, however, when using this, because a particle effect, you'd be able to tell what's happening, who you're healing. I know if you guys played one of the things in Cube World, one of the clerks in Cube World, you can actually see like a particle effect on who you're targeting, which is cool. I hope he adds in that. But let's move on to the next staffs, guys, and we have a bunch of them to go through. So next thing we have, let's just get our book back. Next thing we have is the shield staff. So the shield staff, it'll shoot back projectiles, and it'll actually deflect them. So shooting back is, I think you take damage when that happens. Let's get some more skeletons and let's test that out. Let's get these guys. Let's get them pissed at us a little bit. Game mode 0. And let's hold this bad boy out. Come on, shoot me, babies. So, yeah, see, it's just deflecting. Now, right click, it should shoot him back. It's trying, yeah, see, when I let down that, it will actually put down my guard and shoot them back a little bit. But that's it for that one. And now let's move on to the steam staff. So the steam staff will actually push mobs away when you right click. Pushes them away, kind of like the water spell. Oh, I gotta kill these guys now. They're just hiding under here. They're pretty smart. And there we go. He's down. And then one more. Okay, so the other ability for this is it actually gives you resistance to fall damage. So if I was to jump, you notice I get like that push back up. So like that steam or like that cloud or something, just that air pushes back up on you so you don't actually take fall damage. So time set 0. And let's move on to the ice staff. The ice staff, pretty cool, you know. You walk on water, and it should freeze the water, I think, when you right click. Yeah, right click, and it'll freeze water. So if you don't feel like swimming, you can just use this. And then it gives you something called cold feet, where if you're running over things, running over blocks, it will actually place down snow, which is kind of like a griefing tool. I don't know what you, I mean, snowballs, infinite snowballs, I guess. But it's kind of like a griefing tool, so maybe he works on it. I don't know. But let's move on, and let's take a look at the water staff. So the water staff, what it'll do, it will fill moving water. And what's the other one? It will give you underwater breathing when you are wielding it. So let's get out of GM. Let's times that 0 again. No. So we have, I think, unlimited water breathing when we hold this. And then let's try to create some movement of water. Or water movement, whatever. Right click and it'll fill it. That's it for that one. There's 2 more staffs to go, so 2 seconds, guys. Okay, so I just realized what they're called, active and passive. I know, I've never played Minegicka, sorry, or Magicka, whatever. I've never played it, so I'm still learning the mod, guys, as I go, because there's not much information on the Minecraft forum post. So I'm sorry if I gave you guys false information, but that's active and passive. But we have the cold staff. So this will slow entities or slow mobs around you. Let's try to get some more skeletons. I don't want skeletons. I want zombies. Zombies are stupider. Titterbone OP'd them. But yeah, right click and you'll slow them. You notice they had that slowing effect. We also have the earth staff, which I haven't been able to figure out. It says pull down. I mean, I don't know if that pulls them closer to you, what that means, but it'll also give you some damage resistance. Come pull closer. I'm not sure. You guys probably can figure that out by asking questions in the Minecraft forum post. Although it is a magic mod, and all these magic mods like to keep things secret and for you guys to figure out yourself. So yeah, you guys figure that one out yourself. But 2 seconds, guys, and I'm going to show you how to actually unlock all these abilities when playing regular Minecraft. Alright, guys, so we have an altar here. So these things are randomly generated. The structure actually changes depending which biome you're in or what blocks you're near. But we have this altar in the middle. And then we have this obsidian block, and a pumpkin up there, which I'm not sure. But anyways, you right click on this, and the altar will disappear, and you get an unlock scroll. So the unlock scroll, it says what you'll obtain. So I'll obtain fire when I do this. Right click, and now I have fire. So I can actually add fire to my hotbar. And you can actually not cast any spells when you don't have a staff. So you want to make sure you're carrying a staff at all times. But that's pretty much it, how you actually get them. Just keep going around to different altars, and you'll be able to unlock different things. Alright, guys, so now it's time to go over all the combinations you can do with all the spells. So we got a bunch of sheep to do some testing. It's gonna get loud up in here, guys. But let's take a look at the shield. So the shield's really unique as to like what you can combine it with. So say I was to combine shield with water. Instead of having that ugly yellow shield in front of me, I can actually have a water shield. So the water shield, it will slow, I think, mobs when I go through this. It's giving me fire resistance. Is that because I'm using the epic staff? Okay, apparently it's because I go through. See, you learn everything as you go with this mod. It's so cool, and it's pretty much endless. You could combine everything with... Actually, there's a few things you can't combine. I think, let's test, like, cold and fire. Yeah, you can't do those two. It would just pop off and be like, what are you trying to do? You can't do that, fool. I think water... Yeah, water... in arcane, no, there's a few that you actually can't do, so you got to look out for those. But the shield one, you notice how we had that. It's pretty cool. So it's called like a storm barrier. But now we have the ice, or actually the cold and the shield, and it'll create that snow little thing. Now what's the effect? That slowness. Okay, this one does slowness. Yep, let's go away, slowness. And next thing we have is called mines. So if we combine shield with earth, right click, these mines come up, and if anyone's was to trigger the... Oh, wait, no. What's going on here? Oh, this is the wall. Okay. Okay, yeah, so now we can do something called mines. So you get shield, and then you get lightning. Actually, no. Arcane, sorry. Right click, and actually, let's try to get some distance away from these sheep. So I, and then J, right click, and it puts these little things right here. They got that little circle from the arcane. The red circle, or cube, whatever you want to call it, because there's no circles in Minecraft, around that. And then we had like the shield. If we were to walk over these or punch it, it will blow up and cause some damage. So let's do this on the sheep. Shield in arcane. Boom. There we go. Alright, guys, so the next thing I'm going to show you is a shield in lightning. So shield in lightning, you right click, and it puts a barrier up of lightning. And if you were to go through this, it would cause damage. Now, if I was to, say, put area of effect on, put I in shield, there we go. It'll be all around me. It'll be a circle. Now, let's try that with fire. Right-click. We have a circle of fire going around us. Think. Well, that might be just a shield. Let's try that again. Yep, there we go. We got the circle. Oh, lag. All right, so I don't recommend doing that, guys. That was some pretty serious lag. Just make sure you don't spam those out. But that is it for the shield, pretty much. You can combine it with so many different things. It's really fun. let's take a look at K and L. So we have earth and fire. Right click, hold it down, and I think I already showed this, but it's like Nova. Right click, and when it hits a mob or anything or hits the ground, it will explode. Fire will go everywhere. I think we can do this with cold as well. Try that. Maybe ice. I'll try ice too. Oh my god, look at that. It's so cool. And it changes the particles depending which element you use it with. I mean, this mod is just so cool, and you can combine it with so many different things. So let's combine water and heal. And is it going to push mobs away? I guess it's not. Sheep, you ruin everything. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the mod. Now, we didn't get to kill all the sheep, the loud sheep, but whatever. You guys can do that in your off time. But I'm going to leave it up to you guys to figure out all the spells and different combinations you can actually do with this mod, because it is like endless, almost endless, because there's 10 different spells and you can combine pretty much all of them together. And it's really fun. Now be sure to check out the Minecraft forum post and tell the modder how awesome the mod is, and thank him for bringing back the mod. And also, let's try to get that 3,000 likes, guys, and we'll add this to the medieval mod pack. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.